and welcome to the reality show. My name is Coach Lincoln Bibit, and with me in the studio today is Coach Brenda. Welcome, Coach Brenda.
Thank you so much, Coach Lincoln. How are you?
I'm okay. So would you mind telling us who Coach Brenda is?
All right. My name is Coach Brenda. I am a married woman to her husband and blessed with 3 sons. I am a pastor and also I am a life coach.
Wow, that's a rich profile. Ladies and gentlemen, today we want to discuss a very prominent topic, a topic which I believe has affected a lot of people in life, and we want to talk about the power of the tongue. So, Coach, would you mind telling me, what do you understand when you hear about this subject? What do you understand when it comes to the subject of the power of the tongue?
All right. Coach Link, what I understand about the power of a tongue, in this, we can take it like it's something spiritually that represents the words, the speech, and the communication that comes out through our tongues. Though physically it's something that is a flexible muscle that is in our mouth that help us to swallow food, to taste, or even to speak.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so today, like Coach has said, we want to touch on the power of the tongue. We want to discuss about how the tongue can build you up or tear you down. So, like she said, I'm reminded of the scriptures in the book of Proverbs where it says, death and life are in the power of the tongue.
Yeah.
Meaning to say, the ability to build your life also lies in your tongue, and the ability to destroy your life lies also in your tongue.
Yeah.
So, how then is it possible for one to destroy his or her life using the tongue?
All right. Let me start by telling you my testimony. You know what, Coach Lee, when I was growing up in the rural areas there, down there in Mashingo, I was someone, I was not yet born again as such. You know, as small girls, you'll be going to church, not kuturukuda kuenda, but because your parents say, we are Christians, so we have to go to church. So I was telling myself, Lord, I want to be married to a guy who is a drunkard. Because in my mind, I was saying, how can I be married with someone who does not drink? He's a boring person, one who will be following you up and down at home. And you know what? God did it. He gave me a drunkard man. Now, I am a born-again Christian. I had to reverse my words. Lord, please may you change this man and make him a pastor. But I want to thank God because God is God who he is. And he answered my prayer. And he converted my drunkard man to be a pastor.
Wow.
So that's how I can explain the power of a tongue.
Wow, that's a powerful testimony. From what you have mentioned right now, I'm now realizing that words are seeds.
Yes.
And whenever you utter a word,
Yeah.
it will come to manifest.
Yeah, sure.
So, can you tell me the relationship between the spiritual aspect of uttering a word and the physical aspect of uttering a word? How are these two related?
All right. What I can say is, once a word is released, the spiritual atmosphere, it takes that word and makes sure that it comes into reality. You know, one thing that I also understand is, I believe that even when a person is born, God releases a guardian angel, and the devil also releases a demon that will be monitoring you each and every day. So, you know, because our words are powerful, the power of a tongue. When a word is released in the spirit realm, there is either a demon or a guardian angel who will make sure that it waters that word so that it may come to pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the relationship between the physical realm and the spiritual realm when it comes to the power of the tongue. Whenever you utter a word, there is a spirit waiting to water that word so that it comes to fruition. But coach, you have reminded me of a certain time when I was in school. I might be the one who is uttering words and it carries impact on my life. But there are also other people out there who can utter a word in your life and it still come to pass.
Yes.
And that reminds me when I was still in school, studying music in high school. You know, whenever I was practicing my vocals at home, people would say, no, Urbita discord.
Yeah.
And then I took those words and I believe those words were registered in my subconscious mind.
Yes.
And I ended up dropping the subject. And up until now, I don't sing loud in public. Why? Because I believe in those words. People told me that une discord.
Yes.
And right now I can't even sing in public unless I'm in the spirit. So I want to understand, how then can a word that has been uttered by someone affect my life? What's the relationship between that?
Okay, it's something, when a word is released, it's how you are going to take it. Someone may have that defensive mode, believing in yourself that even when a negative word is spoken unto you, you just tell yourself, I'm going to do it. But if you are someone who could say, if a word is released, the moment in your mind, you will be telling yourself, you can say each and every morning, you tell yourself, I'm someone who is discord. My vocals are not that good. Maskati, that's the word. So it's something that is chichaku builder for us to be what you are. You can see right now, you are saying you can't even try to. Why? Because it's something chakatutangira kubamuri mwana mdiki kunza iwo utongoro we discord. When we are talking of singing, we count yourself out. Saka, it's something that you have rang in your mind for such a long time, it started to build you.
Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think of a time when someone uttered a word into your life. And I want you to reflect on how has it affected your life. Perhaps someone might have praised you and said, no, you are good at this thing. How has it affected you in your life? And perhaps someone might have said, you are not good at this thing. How has it affected you? For me, I had to drop out of the music class because people had told me, Dine discord. So coach, I believe as a life coach, you take people from where they are to where they can be. So how then can you take someone who is in a position where their lives are based on the words that they have uttered on their own or that others have uttered upon their lives, and those words have negatively affected their lives?
All right. What I can say as a life coach, when helping people, there's this scripture that is in the Bible that I have used even as a welcome note when a new number sends me a message from Genesis chapter number 2 verse 27 about when God created man. That the Bible says when God created man, then God breathed his spirit in him for him to be a living being. So when someone comes to me, he has got negative words all around his or her mind, I first give you that scripture, that there is something of God that is in you. So before anyone else says anything about you, remember this. So in that, I believe when you have got the Spirit of God in you, it means that you can do anything.
Sure.
You can do anything. You are empowered by His Spirit. He breathed His Spirit in you so that you may be a living being.
Wow. That's so profound. So in other words, coach is trying to say you have to know your identity. There is a spirit that God gave you, and that's your identity. So for you to break out of that prison, you need to find your purpose. That's your identity. Once you find your purpose, then you can break free from that prison. Coach, there is a common word normally used in films by magicians. I'm sure most of the people out there have demonized that word.
Alright.
And that word is abracadabra.
Okay.
According to my research, abracadabra means I create as I say.
Okay.
Now, we want to see the power of words when it comes to creating positive things in your life. How does positive words impact one's life?
Yeah, positive words, they really build you. Like what I've said, Kote, even if someone speaks a negative word to you, because you have built yourself with the positive things, truly you are going to become that. Because it's something that you are putting in yourself, that you are investing in yourself each and every day. And that it builds you. It builds you.
That's wonderful. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand one thing. Your words carry so much power.
Yeah.
Your words are like a seed. And that seed, eventually it will germinate and produce a fruit. So whenever you tell yourself, I'm not good enough, just know that you're planting a seed, and eventually you won't be good enough in your life. But today, we are here to offer a solution to you. We are here to give guidance on how you can use your words so that you become a successful individual.
Yeah.
So, Coach, tell me, I know there are a lot of people who are watching out there, and some of them are in the prison right now of their own words. They are in the prison. Like I hear in the ghetto, young people always saying, "Pakaipa, pakupisa," and they expect to reap a positive result after proclaiming that pakaipa. And pakaipa on its own is a negative utterance.
Yes.
How then can they break free from such language so that they can start to build their life? How then can they go about that?
Also, maybe something that affects people is about people who are around you, the community that is around you. So at times you need to come out from those people who say pakaipa, pakaipa, because there is nothing that is going to come out of you, because those people who are surrounding you are people who have got negative thinking, who have got negative words in them. So you need to surround yourself, change your circle, for you to make it.
Are you looking to create lasting memories of your special moments? Look no further than TC10 Creative Photography. Our dedicated team of photographers and videographers specialize in a wide range of services, including wedding, roar photo shoots, birthday, family, baby shoots, and so much more. With TC10 Creative Photography, you can trust that every detail will be beautifully captured and preserved for a lifetime. Our team is passionate about delivering exceptional results that exceed your expectations. For more information and to book our services, kindly contact us. Let us help you create stunning memories that will be treasured forever.
That says you are an average person of the 5 people you hang around with. So, if you want to become better in life, you need to be mindful of your associations. You need to get rid of the people you hang around with. If you are in a circle where there is negativity always, then you need to get out of that circle and start looking for other people to hang around with. Yes, so Coach, what you are addressing here is associations. Now that brings me to my next question. How does associations and the power of the tongue link?
All right. You know, when you have your circle, when you are around. You know, there's this example of people. If you go to the golf course, what type of people are they? What do they talk about? What type of cars are parked there? So, you know, if you hang around with those people, even your mindset is going to change. They even blow your mind. So kuti mauri unoane that still yokuti I can also make it. I can also make it. because of nyaya dzamunoswera muchitaura. Like what you were saying, if you hang around with those guys in the ghetto saying pakaipa, they've got nothing to think of what they maybe nyaya vanogonotaura pamusoro pa inyaya yekuti mambo dzemutumo dzapera, of which they've got mawedziwa, they have no success that is going to come to you. So nyaya dzamunoswera muchitaura, the circle that you are spending most of your time with, what are they talking about?
Sure.
What position are those ways taking you to?
Now that reminds me of a scenario in the scriptures where there was Jesus and the disciples, and I'm sure that was the period where Jesus was about to go and get crucified.
Yeah.
And Peter was saying, Master, you can't be crucified while I am here.
Yeah.
And there, Jesus said, get thee behind me, Satan. Now I'm understanding that Jesus understood that, yes, of course, Peter is acting in my favor, but there is something that I carry that he wants to block. There is a purpose that I need to fulfill that Peter is trying to block. So I want to understand. Now we have three aspects. I want to understand the relationship between the power of the tongue, associations, and purpose. How are these three related?
All right. The power of a tongue, association,
and purpose.
And purpose. Like what I was saying, those people who are around you, what I believe is you must have people in your circle who challenges you for you to be able to fulfill your purpose.
Yes.
Even, do you know what? Most people, everyone have got a gadget.
Yes.
But how are you using your gadget? Are you using it to fulfill your purpose, or just getting to TikTok and doing all sorts of things, rather than finding a mentor or someone to follow who can fulfill your purpose? Do you know that there are some people who are in groups, silly groups, buying data for silly groups, rather than associating yourself with the mentors, with the motivational speakers, with people, teachers who can groom you so that you may be able to fulfill your purpose. What you use your data for, it really matters. It really matters. Because it's either it's going to break the paper or to demolish the purpose that you have, or to build you up.
So ladies and gentlemen, this is the relationship that lies between these three. Whenever you want to become a person of purpose, be mindful of your tongue, be mindful of your words, and also be mindful of your associations. We don't want a scenario where you end up throwing away your destiny, you end up throwing away the value that you carry, all because of an association that doesn't allow you to grow. They might act in your favor, yes, but tomorrow it is your purpose that is being buried. It is your purpose that is being destroyed. And also, what languages are you using in your associations? Coach has mentioned about people who hang around at the golf course. Those people are busy discussing business, they are busy discussing progress for their lives to move on. They are busy discussing, having positive conversations each and every day of their lives. But you are busy hanging around with people who discourages you, people who utter words that leaves you shattered. So, Coach, I understand there's also issue of you breaking yourself through your words. Because I might be hanging around with people, but if I don't open the door for them to break me, they won't break me. How then can one strengthen themselves so that whenever people utter negative words upon their lives, those words won't come to fruition?
All right. There's one thing that I wanted also to say is, you know, if you are speaking about the power of a tongue, I was talking about the issue of association. Do you know At times, if you want to fulfill your purpose, if you change your association and go to people whom you think they can upgrade, they can lift you for you to live a purposeful life,
Yes.
I would encourage you to listen, the power of listening, rather than to just talk. Why? Because you are in amateur, so you need to listen, the power of listening. Do you know, Coach, that there are people who lost opportunities because of their time?
Sure.
Because maybe it's a business deal, someone wants to leave, man, but because of what you have said, akuda kutokupa deal, but nokuda kukuti muromo wako zvawataura hauna kuwa na simba rekuta listen and kumutsa chiri mauri, also kuti chikure, so that you may be able to flow with others and fulfill your purpose. But what you have said now, he thinks in his mind, can I do a contract with this person?
Yes.
Can I do it?
I want.
Because of the power of the what?
Of the time.
Of the time. So at times when you are around those people, I encourage you to listen first before you implement anything.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is powerful. Sometimes we've uttered words because we have failed to take time to listen, and we have lost opportunities. Coach here is just trying to advise us to pay attention, to listen very carefully before we respond. So, Coach, I understand you are a coach. You deal with theories, you deal with a lot of stuff around there when you are doing your coaching sessions. How then can one, or I can say, what theories or what frameworks can one implement for them to, maybe, for example, a person who is being affected by the words they have uttered, how then can they break, what frameworks or theories can they apply so that they break free from that prison?
All right. I believe like nowadays, the world we are living in right now, there is so much in our phones. You can even Google. You know, some people are using that, what do you call it?
There is Meta.
Yeah, there is Meta.
Yes.
There
There's
is
ChatGPT.
Yes. So many things you can just get them in your phone. How can I arise from my like munakuzvitarisira pasi kuti how can I move out from negative words dziri kugara dziri mandiri every day? How can I come out from this? Social media can give you. Like what I was saying, kuti know how you use your bundle. It matters. So knowing that I've got a purpose that I want to fulfill, let us make use of social media shakanyanya, and also following mentors whom you know. I want to get there. You follow even on social media, not even meeting them in person, because everything is written here. You can find it.
Ladies and gentlemen, coaches emphasized whenever you want to break free from the chains of negative words that you have uttered or others have uttered upon your life, you need to make use of mentors. You need to make use of mentors, I repeat. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of our session today, and I want to take this opportunity to thank you. I want to take this opportunity to wish you a very prosperous year ahead of us. And Coach, do you have some parting words for our viewers out there?
All right. Thank you so much, Coach Ling. What I can say as we round up this session is, what's in you is what comes out. So take a look in what is in you. Like you know this saying that says, out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh.
Yes.
So you need to take an observation of what's building in you. So in that, if it's negative, please try to move it, to try to think, try hard to think positive each and every time. And also knowing the power of a tongue, knowing that life and death lies in your tongue. Let us use our tongues wisely, knowing that whatever word I am going to utter, it has got repercussions at the end.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it for yourselves. I would love to leave you with a quote that says, you can't ask God to quench the fire that you are feeding each and every day. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to break free from the negativity of the society, if you want to break free from every negative word that you have been uttering, you need to start feeding yourself positive things. Start reading books, start watching podcasts, engage mentors, engage coaches, engage counselors. With that being said, it's a goodbye for now. Until next time, enjoy your day.